today's video, I want to talk about how you can best answer the interview question. Tell me about a time you had to learn something quickly. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first step is understanding why they're asking this question in the first place. And the reason why they're asking is they want to know whether you're a quick study or not, and whether you are someone who's adaptable, can learn on the fly, and just overall quick on your feet and a quick thinker. So that's why it's important to able to really show that you are someone that fits these qualities. The second step is to really figure out how you can answer this question with the right example. And you want to pick something in the past where you've done something similar in the past. And ideally, it's doing something in the same role and industry so that it's as close as possible to what they're looking for. Now, if you don't have that example, it's generally okay as well, but you just really want to show that there was a situation and you were able to learn quickly. Now, not only do you want to talk about what you learned, you also want to break down how you learned it. So for example, it might be learning a new piece of software. And so you can break it down talking about, yeah, you took some online courses about it, and then you did a personal project, and then you had other people give you feedback, and then you iterated on it. And after 1 or 2 weeks, you were able to quickly learn the software and start applying it on a day-to-day basis, and it was essentially a success. So really highlighting the process on how you learned is essential to this process as well. So look into your bank of experiences in the past and see, do you have something that resembles this? And remember, ideally it's work related, but if it's not work related, personal projects or hobbies is perfectly fine as well. The key thing is you want to show you're able to grow quickly if you apply yourself, and that you have an achievement like this in the past. Now, the third step is to craft your answer using the STAR framework, which is essentially situation, task, action, and result. The STAR framework, I'll put it in the cards above if you're not familiar with it, but I've talked about it in the past, so I'm just going to move on to the next step, which is the fourth step. And the fourth step in this is really highlighting what elements will make you shine for this answer. And the first element is proactive learning. You want to show that you are proactive, you are on top of things, and you're starting to learn this new skill or software or anything really. So you definitely want to show that you're able to proactively preempt something before it becomes an issue. The second step is adaptability. You really want to show that you're able to adapt and adjust in situations where there might be limited resources. The third thing you want to highlight is the application of knowledge, so that you're not only gaining brain knowledge, you also want to highlight that it's become a skill that you can apply in a workplace. So don't just talk about brain knowledge like, oh, I learned this, but you also want to talk about, hey, how it was applied to achieve certain business results. Now, of course, you want to tie this with a positive outcome in the business. The fifth and final thing I want to cover are some of the regular pitfalls that people fall into for this question. The first pitfall is overemphasizing the difficulty of the situation. Yes, you want to show that like the situation was difficult and you had to adapt and so on. But at the end of the day, it's not really a difficulty question. It's more of how to quickly acquire a new skill so that you can achieve your goals. So dwelling too much on the difficulty isn't necessarily very helpful in this particular question. The next mistake that people have is not being specific enough. They said, oh yeah, I went to this website and I learned it. Well, that's not good enough. You need to break down how you learned it and how you built that muscle. So it's talking about where you got these resources, how much time you spent on it, what did you develop, and how did you get feedback, and how did you continue building onto this to deliver those business results. So you definitely want to dive a little bit more into the specifics of your learning process. And that's it. That's how you answer this interview question. Don't forget to practice, because that allows you to convey things authentically and with conviction. If you like this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe, and follow wherever you are. And if you have any thoughts about it, please let me know in the comments below. Take care, everyone.